So I realize I've already done a what's in my gym bag video, but things have kind of changed for me training wise, so I thought I would show you. Usually I have my tripod in my gym bag, but it actually broke, this Gorilla tripod. I guess it was just really cheap off of Amazon or whatever. I don't know, it was a gift. I have my BCAAs that I take before and after my workout. Like I drink it during, but then I also replenish afterwards. I have my pre-workout that I take right when I get to the gym. I have lotion because my face gets really dry even when I work out, and I just like to have lotion with me. This is like the Origins one. It's an overnight mask, so it's like super thick. I'm weird that I have lotion with me. I have my resistance band, like hip circle thing. I have my Lululemon jacket. This is how I put my camera in this, in the pocket, and then I carry it around and I kind of use it to like be sneaky with recording. So I don't really wear it that much, like recently, just because it's not that warm. But I like just try to disguise my camera with it. Also have my headphones, just in case, like for cardio. I don't always wear headphones, but like sometimes I listen to stuff. I have the headphone jack, I don't know. I have my fanny pack that I never wear anymore because I don't really care about listening to music during my workout anymore. I have pens in here. I have some coins in case I go over on parking. I have my wallet, and inside my wallet is a protein bar. Or there was. Did I already show the protein bar? It was in here. No. There it is. Protein bar. And my Beats for days that I'm like literally can't get focused, which pretty much is never, but like sometimes on leg day I like to put on my Beats and just like be very zoned out. It's not very frequent that I do that, just because like I like to be kind of in the moment and not listening to music. But that's pretty much everything that's in my gym bag. I'm going to start carrying my stripper shoes, aka my bikini shoes, in my gym bag so that I can pose. And then one thing I keep in my car is Converse, like Chucks, just in case I deadlift and want to put on different shoes, like if I'm deadlifting heavy. If I'm going kind of light, I don't really, it's whatever. But if you're deadlifting heavy, you should not be wearing, like, first of all, you shouldn't be wearing squat shoes if you're deadlifting heavy because you're further off the ground. And you shouldn't be wearing just like normal tennis shoes. But if I'm not lifting heavy, I'm not really that worried about it. It's only if you're like really trying to lift heavy weight and you're like trying to make every specific detail like perfect for your deadlift. Anyway, I'm gonna head to the gym. Bye, Boozy. Bye, Boozy. I love you. Mama's little baby. Anyway, I'll catch you guys at the gym. What's up, guys? Welcome to my workout. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you're not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and do so you don't miss any videos. And if you like this content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. So after warming up a little bit on the Stairmaster, I started off with some glute hip thrusts. And when you do these, you just want to make sure that your head is moving with your body. I see a lot of people try to keep their neck like on the bench, and you want to keep your neck in a neutral position when you do these. So your head should be moving with the rest of your upper body. You want to make sure that you squeeze at the top and keep your feet as close together while keeping your toes out and squeezing at the top, like I already said. Next, I did some deadlifts, and you'll notice that I kind of stop at the ground on each rep. I don't go super fast through them, and that's because the bar is super low to the ground. So I have to get low to the ground and kind of reposition myself every single time, which is fine, but it just takes a little bit longer to get through a set. Like you'll notice that I kind of activate my lats before each rep. Like I pause and then reposition myself. That way I can get under the bar and get more of a glute activation. I just find that the more parallel I'm able to start, the more my glutes are activated because I have a larger range of motion. So that's why you're kind of seeing me like go down and then reposition every single time. I just personally find more glute activation that way. These are stiff leg dumbbell deadlifts, and these are really great for that glute hammy tie-in. You just want to make sure that you're keeping your neck neutral when you're doing these. Just keeping your head, like I see a lot of people stare up and like throw their head back the whole time, and you really just want your head to follow with you. I'm doing a decent job at that when doing these, but you want to try to keep your back as flat as possible, not that big of an arch, and make sure you're just not rounding out. And then obviously squeezing at the top and feeling the stretch very deeply at the bottom. You notice that I kind of pause for a second and I go down very slowly and up very slowly, and that's just to get the deepest burn you possibly can and get the most out of each exercise. What did I do next? Sorry guys, It's hard to say a lot about one specific exercise. I really wish I'd cut this clip shorter. Anyway, you get it. Next, I did lunges. Nothing super crazy. You just want to make sure that when you're lunging that your knee is never past your toe. Try to push from your heel. Once you step onto that front leg, really push up from that foot instead of your back one. Other than that, nothing really that specific. I think I did 2 sets of these, 30 reps total, so 15 per leg. Then I just went straight into standing calf raises. You can't see the fact that I have a bar, but I do have a bar. I was just using 30 pounds because it's a little bit hard to do standing calf raises and not have something to hold on to. Like, you kind of have to work your core a little bit because you are working your stabilizer muscles. Next, I did seated calf raises, but I didn't film it. Other than that, the last thing I did was glute kickbacks. No, I did seated hamstring curls, but I couldn't film those either. But anyway, glute kickbacks, you just want to make sure that you're keeping your upper body as neutral as possible, really bracing yourself against something, that way you can get a nice push. So that is going to wrap up this workout. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'm sorry that this video ends awkwardly. I'll catch you in the next clip. Wow, this lens is dirty. Today is high carb day and I'm low on carbs. I'm about to go into Lucky's Market and pick up some super high carb foods. Too much fat. Part isn't finding high carb stuff, it's finding stuff that's lower in fat, because stuff that's high in carb tends to also be high in fat. So trying to search for things that are not high in fat, since my fats are lower on high carb days. So I'm horrible. I was gonna do a full day of eating video for a high carb day. Then I got hungry, then I didn't have enough food, and I just was all over the place. So I'm just gonna show you what I got at Lucky's. They're like kind of a mix between like Kroger and Whole Foods. More on the Whole Foods, and like they don't have super high end brands, if that makes sense. So I'll show you what I got. Some sweet potatoes. Picked up the donut we already saw. I'll just go ahead and torture you guys. I'm probably gonna have half of it today. It's got, I think it has like 15 grams of fat, and that's a lot. So I'm gonna save it for, I'm gonna save half for today, half for tomorrow. Some bananas. This is tofuti. It's cream cheese made with tofu. It doesn't have that much fat, and it only has 5 grams of fat. So I'm gonna put this on my bagel, and that's gonna be like the majority of my carbs. One of these bagels has 7 grams of fat and 57 carbs. So I'm gonna do that for my next meal, probably with like a protein shake. Got some red potatoes, blackberries. Blackberries are a really good source of carbs. I got some pasta. These are super high in carb and low in fat. They have like 37 grams of carbs and 3 grams of fat. So that's good. Some waffles. I also picked up some protein bars just cause I'm like running low, so I picked up the Think Thin protein bars. There's a cookies and cream, a white chocolate, and a peanut butter one. And I also picked up some cereal and some rice cakes, because rice cakes are a really good like on the go carb source. And then last thing I picked up was these little, they're not protein bars, but they're like fiber bars, and they're by Nugo, which they make protein bars, but they have 48% of your daily fiber in one little bar. So the peanut butter and the chocolate one both have a little bit higher grams of fat, but all the fruit ones, so like banana nut, blueberry, and the apple one, they only have 3 grams of fat and 48% of your daily fiber. So that's all I got, and I will catch you guys in the next clip.